they are live. So if you are here, just signify that you are here. Yeah, Femi Oyiloye, I can see you. Welcome to our live session. Welcome to our live session. I can see you, Femi. If you are here, just say hi. Hey, open your door. If you are here, just say hi. Oh, but I can see you. We are 7 now. We are 7. Once you get to 10, 15, the live session will start. It's going to be a live session where then I'm going to share my top 5 lessons for 2020. Tolulope Adebi, you are welcome. Stephen Inyang, you are welcome to our live session where you guys will be asking questions and I'll be answering. I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm not going to waste time. I don't like talking too much, but within 15 to 30 minutes we are done. So if you are here, and so Queen Esther Clements, welcome. Frank Egon, well done to you too. Okay, so we are going to start this live session. So what I just want you guys to throw your questions at me. What questions do you have as regards your business and whatever you are doing now? Just throw your questions at me while I'm going to just be sharing my own personal. 2020 has been a very, 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 very crazy year. A very crazy year. 20 has been a crazy year. It had a whole lot of ups and downs, but last December is here. We did not die. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my own personal lessons I learned in 2020 and everything. If you are here, signify. I want this live session to be interactive. Throw your questions at me. Don't just they link me. Throw questions at me. I want to answer questions and I'll ask you questions too. So, well, 2020, you know, when January started, all of us were like, yeah, 2020 will be our year. 2020 will be our year. Yes, it was our year, but it's had its own challenges. The whole COVID-19, the lockdown. Then we had the protests and everything the whole year. Okay, Frank Ego say what kind of product can one sell now to raise 500k to 1M by the end of this month? 500k to 1M. Now it depends on number one, your traffic source. If you are using Facebook, you want to sell a product that is clean. Can you guys hear me clearly? If you can hear me, please signify. If you can't hear me, please signify. Okay, so to get 500k to 1M, number one, you have to first know where do you want to advertise first. Facebook right now. Which product are you going to advertise? Which product are you going to push? You want to get a product that solves people's problem. Okay. The reason why I put the music, I don't want it to be boring. I don't like my stuff being boring. So, okay, so health products. We all know that health products is very lucrative, yes, but if you are going to use Facebook, it's a no-no. I will not advise anybody that I know to sell health products on Facebook if you want to make 500k to 1M fast, because Facebook will ban you. You'll be having issues, except you are a Facebook ad expert that knows how to go about Facebook. So if you are here, Onyechi Kosarachi, welcome. I don't advise anybody to use Facebook products. No, use Facebook to sell health products. You can use Google AdWords to sell health products, but for now, if you want to get a product that you can sell, you can go to, there are some sites that you can actually get done for you hot product. When you're importing it, you're getting lesser than $1, $5. Get products for China that are lesser than $5 and just bring it here. Which niche are top selling? You have kitchen niche, those ones do very well. You have weight loss, they do very well. Gadgets, yes, gadgets, they do very well. I might not be able to give you specific products, specific product, no, but I know some niches that sell very well. So I think that's all for it for now. There are some specific websites that you can go and get done for you products already. They will show you the product that is already working, the ad copy, the sales page, the price that is working already. All you need to do is just copy and paste, and copy and paste it and turn it to your own phone and start selling to the Nigerian audience. If it goes well for you, if Facebook does not ban your account and you have the money to spend, fine, you can make a whole lot of money. Within 500k to 1M is possible. My friend Moses Uche, within 3 days, he did over 1M selling a particular product. I can't mention the specific product, but it's very possible. I might not be able to give you specific product, but 500k to 1M is very possible. Okay, so any other question? Is there any other question? Throw your questions at me. If you have questions, please throw your questions at me. Before I start talking about my 2020 lessons, if you have questions, throw it at me. If you have questions, throw it at me. Okay, so one of the lessons I learned, Amajo Nkemdi saying, please, do you use Google AdWords for e-commerce? Yes, I do. I used it recently. And one thing about Google AdWords, I'll tell you, because I've used it, I'm speaking from experience, Google AdWords is expensive. Yes. I know they share websites. Frank Ego. So Google AdWords works, yes. It should give you an intent-based platform. That means people who are coming to Google to search for a product already have it in mind too. They are actually looking for your product. Unlike Facebook, where it's all about suggestion, you are just scrolling to your feed and then you see a product, particularly about, you just see a product. That's Facebook. But in Google, people come and search, and when they search and you are bidding for a particular keyword, you can show up in the search results. So it's there. So Google AdWords is expensive. But it works. The thing is, if you have the budget to spend a whole lot on Google AdWords, you will get results from it. And I just feel that if you want to sell on Google AdWords, you can do, if you are selling on Google AdWords, do something that is they pay before you deliver to them, not payment on delivery, because it's not like Facebook where yes, I have someone that I know. I'm going to bring the guy here on the group so that we can talk about his Google AdWords course. But I always suggest that if you are using Google AdWords, use Google AdWords for payments before delivery products. That means the customers get to before you deliver to them. That's one of my best suggestions, because you don't want to be doing, you get 10 orders today, only 5 orders, only 5 picks their products up. It's not going to be profitable on the long run, because you want to be making sure that every person that is ordering is paying you before you deliver to them. That way you are getting your money cash. Google AdWords is expensive, so if you're not making cash or more, you go burn money. That's just the thing. But Google AdWords actually work. I use this for when Facebook was banning me anyhow. I ran to Google AdWords. I went to Google AdWords and I ended up selling out most of my products. So Google AdWords work. By maybe 2020, God willing, 2021, God willing, I'll use more of Google AdWords. Health products, how can one maneuver through it? Omo, man no lie you, every top expert in the game, that's the top guys, the top internet marketing guys in the game, are also suffering from Google health products banning issue on Facebook. So I would suggest that you just go to Google and go and advertise. Leave Facebook for now, because Facebook will not be consistent. Ama, do you know how much products launching on JVZoo and Warrior Plus? Your friend Akomide Victory. I'm not into JVZoo, neither am I into Warrior Plus, so I will not be able to give you informed answers on it. I'll talk to the guy I bought his Google AdWords course from him. I'll talk to the guy who I bought a Google AdWords course. So maybe I'll invite him to the group so he can talk about his course, because his course actually helped me. I don't know if you'd be interested. His course actually helped me set my Google AdWords. I never knew how to do it. So just one day, I just gave myself one day to implement it, and I ended up selling out some of my products. So I'll introduce him to the group if he wants it. Is there any other question? Let me scroll through. Frank Ego, I'm not sharing any websites until further notice. But Facebook is quite soft on weight loss products. If you know how to put your mouth, if you know how to write good ad copy and your video and creative, so if you are good at writing it in a way that will not trigger Facebook, fine, you can run Google, you can run weight loss products on Facebook. But if you are not very good at it, I just save yourself the stress and go to Google AdWords. That's just the best thing. How can we convince them to pay before delivery? Build a brand. Ofo before delivery. Build a brand. You want to show people that you are reliable, that you are an entity, like a brand. Do you have an office? Do you come on live like this? Can people relate with you? Have they seen you? You cannot tell people that you are doing payments before delivery when there's no face to your brand. Nobody knows your office, nobody knows your address, nobody knows anything about you. You can't do payments on delivery. You have to build a brand. If you're selling digital courses and you guys have been paying me before I shared, because you guys have already known me, you like me, you trust me, and you pay me, that's how it works. But so you want to make sure that you are building your brand. You have to build a brand. You have to see your business as a long-term thing, not just a sell now and disappear, because many people have been scammed online. So they want to know that, if anything happens today, I fit come hold this guy where he dey. That's just the thing. So build a brand. That's the way to get away with payment before delivery. Okay, Amajo KMD, please, are there other traffic sources for e-commerce apart from Facebook and Google AdWords? There's Twitter. I've not used Twitter before, but there's Twitter. There's Instagram belongs to Facebook. So there's YouTube too is there. I'm planning on running an ad on YouTube, because I know that Facebook will not, the type of product I want to sell, Facebook will give me issues. So I want to go to YouTube. YouTube too is there. So there's native ads too. Femi Oyinloye, is $100 Google ad budget good for a start for ClickBank product? Yes, of course. $100 is okay. It's very okay. Wisdom Emede, local ads. I don't understand your question. I don't understand what you mean by local ads. Please expatiate so that I can, if I have an idea, I'll share it with you, but expatiate. So guys, throw your questions at me. Which questions do you have about your business? Gadgets is good. Security and car accessories are good. They are good. Only that when you are doing gadgets, if you know that you don't have the capacity to install, most gadgets require that you install them before it will work. So if you don't have the capacity to install, don't sell a product that has to do with installation. like camera or spy camera or digital camera or security camera, all those stuff that needs to be installed. No, don't deal with that. Just go for straight up gadget pro that they can just plug and use. Okay, Amajo KMD says, can we talk very well? Please, which other business is enterprising and profit margin is good so that we can invest our profits from e-commerce? That will involve an investor. I've not gotten to the level of investor, so I cannot be telling you that. But I just know that I'm not giving you advice on what I've not done. Okay, he said I tried YouTube. It says what? I'm trying to read. I tried to add whatever, yet nothing. You tell me she didn't do it well. I tried 200, didn't do it well. Wisdom, Emede, Victor, thanks. I'm cashing out big today in e-commerce because of you. I hope to meet you someday. Show my gratitude. Hey, bring money, bring money, bring money. Kind words, I appreciate. Oh my God. I'll be right back. Okay, does your ad performance affect your Facebook account? Yes. If your account has been banned a lot, it will affect your ad account. Facebook will see that your account is not quality and they'll start banning it every time. So you want to stay off Facebook banning. About CPA, cost per action marketing. Yes, I'm trying my hands into ClickBank these days and it's making sense. So I still growing. So where do I invest my profits on e-commerce? That's personal. Do, but you can, if you've made a whole lot of money, you can start investing in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I am hearing that it's giving good returns these days, so you can invest in that one. You can invest into real estate and all. But one thing about this thing is that one mistake that people usually make is that when they start making money from e-commerce, instead of them putting back that money into e-commerce, they go and start trying to do another thing, which is not always the best. Try and invest your profits into your business. That's in. Scale the current one that is giving you money. If your current e-commerce business is giving you 1 million, give you 10 million. That's how you do it, not just running into another thing. You have to be consistent in your business. So throw your questions at me and I'll answer. If you have questions for your products, yes, there are various ways of sourcing for products. You can do local and international. If you want to do local, I have some contacts that can help you with products. Then if you want to do international, Okay, so do you offer one training or course that you can on Facebook ads? I don't do Facebook ads. I don't run Facebook ads for people. I can do this to people who can teach you, but I don't run Facebook ads for you. That's just it. Okay, so throw your questions at me. I don't do Facebook ads. Okay, can you hear me now? Please signify if you can hear me. If you're having issues with your network, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, signify. Okay, if you can hear me, can you hear me? If you are still here, signify while we go on. And then your speaker has Google Ads is can you hear me? Okay, because yes, Google Ads converts. It's converts not like Facebook though, but it converts. If you are willing to spend a whole lot, if you have good budget for Google Ads, you can get returns from it. That's just it. You have to straight at me. Moses Achi, you are welcome. My long time. Why can't you hear? Wisdom Emede, why can't you hear me? If you can hear me, please signify. If you can't, please signify. Okay, so since there's no more questions coming again, let me just quickly share my personal lessons I learned in 2020. In 2020 taught me that I should have multiple streams of income. Like have multiple businesses that give you money. Because during 2020, during the lockdown, like e-commerce, like no delivery, nobody could, no, you could not buy products and all. No, since there was no movement, you could not sell a whole lot during the lockdown. But because I had a digital product business, I was able to sustain my source of income. Very, very important. If you are making money from one business, look for other ways to make money. Try and branch out, diversify your source of income. Don't just depend on one income stream. 2020 and in 2021 too, please don't depend on one income stream. To learn things through before investing. The next thing to do, the next thing to do. And if you don't think mistakes that will cost you a whole lot of money, think before you invest. Okay, let me give you my own personal example. I invested some money into some products, but I never thought of, before putting a whole lot of money into this product, are you sure this product is compliant? Because it's compliant with Facebook, which is my main source of traffic. Facebook is the main source of traffic for. Please, if you can hear me, please. If you cannot hear me, please signify. Okay, I brought and try to run ads on Facebook. I started having bannings and restriction of my accounts, and this made me stagnate for a couple of months. My business was stagnated for a couple of months because of that mistake. I never thought it through that when you are bringing this product, you have to make sure that it's compliant with this. You have to make sure that you have a consistent traffic source that you can continually bring in traffic to your website and get more sales. Thank God for Facebook and Google Ads. I switched Google Ads. Google Ads worked for me, and I was able to sell off that product. So always think things through. Don't just invest and say you get money in account. They just say they make millions. You just carry money, go put it. Don't run your business like that. Make sure you think things through before you invest. Now, number 3. Keep high quality relationship. I can't stress that enough. I thank God for my friends, both the rich. I thank God for all my friends that have supported me. I don't know what I would have done. The next business step I'm taking now is because I have a friend like Bosuchi. He has advised me a whole lot in my business. That Unduro, I don't know if he's in this group, or he has advised me a lot in my business. Anye Keme Obo, these guys are like, they are business people and they are always thinking big. It has, when I associate, I think big too. Anytime we gather together, we're always talking about the next big thing, the next business idea, the next big stuff to embark on. The next, like, we're always asking ourselves, how much are you making? Is your ad converting? Okay, how can we scale? How can we go big? How can we go bigger? Quality relationships. Cut off toxic relationship when no they lead you anywhere. Cut them off. Keep quality relationships. If you want to excel in business, keep relationships with people who are already excelling in business. Also, invest in relationships. You're in a relationship with somebody, invest in it. Investing will deteriorate. Hey, grammar. Okay, and a relationship that you don't invest in will run down. Invest in relationships, quality relationships. If you want someone to share ideas with you, share own ideas with them. If you want someone to support, don't just be in a relationship and you are collecting. Invest into that relationship by giving in your own way, whatever you have to offer. It might not necessarily be. Invest, give what you have to offer. Some people come into my inbox and tell me, I want to be your mentor. Come and mentor me. I have a whole lot of. I will only pay attention to people who show that they have my interest at heart, not just people who want to take from me without nothing in return. You just want to take from me. You just want to take my knowledge, my idea. You're not willing to invest in relationship. It doesn't work that way. And again, don't go into relationships with people, especially in business. You go into relationship and the next thing you're begging and leeching and no, don't go into relationship like that. Maintain your cool, maintain your cool. Don't be a leech. You come into a relationship with somebody that is bigger than you, that is successful than you. Don't just go in there and start asking, guys, show me where, start handing them. Ask yourself, how can I impact the life of this person in my own small way? I met guys like Victor Akpomidaye, Shehu Ogundele, and most of them we've talked online and then moved on to seeing physically. When I met them, they are bigger than me. They've achieved a whole lot of things more than me. But when I go approach them, I don't approach them like I'm coming to come and drain them and collect everything, that all the whole idea with that. I go to them knowing that I have something to offer. It might not be big, but I have something to offer, and they respect me for that. I don't just go to them asking them for you start begging them. So people start begging. Then they'll just see you as one of those guys that come and be begging online. No, go approach relationships like an investment. Invest, give, and it shall be given unto you. Do unto others how you want to be done unto you. Invest in a relationship and to grow, and to surely help you. That's my own take on. That's one of the lessons I learned in 2020. Then number 4, get multiple traffic sources. If you are into e-commerce, you sell products online, make sure you're not just depending on one traffic source. Maybe make sure you're not just depending on Facebook, because these days Facebook they're having score. they'll just unban your account. So you want to you are traffic sources. All those time you are using to wait for Facebook, invest in learning. Hey Sarah, Instagram ads, influencer marketing. Nowadays, influencer marketing. Instead of you running Facebook ads, you can actually go to someone that has a whole lot of followers and then pay that person for a shout out, and you get traffic to your own Instagram page or your website or even your DMs. That's how it works. Learn different things. Me, because of the incessant Facebook ad banning, after learning different things, I've learned Google influencer marketing on Instagram, and that's what I intend to use for my ClickBank. I've learned YouTube ads. Last night I was telling my friend Obot that I'm learning products. I'm learning YouTube ads. I'm learning Google AdWords. I'm learning every fucking traffic source, so that in 2021 I will have options. I will not be waiting for Facebook to unban me when I can be in another platform making money. Just as you have multiple products, have multiple traffic sources. Don't depend on one traffic source. Don't depend on one traffic source. So that is it. So number 5, make more on building a brand. Build a brand in 2021. I know most of us need cash, especially the beginner e-commerce guys. You guys need cash to start your e-commerce business. There's when you got to a level, always make sure that you start thinking about the long term. How can I build a brand that I can give to my child tomorrow? How can I build a brand that would stand the test of time? That when I'm no longer running Facebook ad or paid ads, I'm still selling. When you build a brand, you'll be selling consistently. Even without running paid. So concentrate on building a brand for yourself. Build a brand for your business. Pick a niche that you can go long term in. Pick a niche that you can build a brand. Don't just pick one niche, just sell, jump to the next niche, sell, jump to the next niche, sell. I'm into info marketing. Double Your Profit is my own brand. This group is my own brand. I'm investing in it. My long-term team is my own long-term brand. And I'm trying all my best to be consistent. I'm just 27 and I'm trying all my best to, build this group and as a long-term team. That's my own brand. And I still have other physical product business that I'm planning in next 2021. By God's grace, I plan on going into weight loss because I'm very passionate about weight loss. I go to the gym 3 times a week. I'm passionate about fitness. So if it's about fitness and I always go to the gym, why not turn fitness and weight loss into something that pays me money? It's a nice idea. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put my hands into in 2021. So build a brand. Think long term. Don't just think now. Think of, how can I build a brand that I can do in the next 5 years time, next 10 years, people come back to see me in this brand. It is through branding that we become billionaires. Check out billionaires, the first billionaire, Kylie Jenner. She started her cosmetic business from seeing on Instagram. Today she's a billionaire. Every billionaire owns a brand. So you want to make sure that you are building your own brand that you can attach your name to. I'm attaching my name to my own group. This is my own name. This is what I do. I'm attaching my name to it because it's my brand. So always make sure that you are building a brand in 2021. Don't just be a once wonder. That's one mistake I made when I first started. I was just concentrating on this now, cutting audio only. I was not concentrating on building a brand in this business. But now I know better and I'm putting in my best. So try and build a. That's one thing I've learned in 2020 because the brand will pay you. The good people will pay you. The brand will pay you. You can build a solid brand. And it's very easy to build a brand. With social media, you can build a brand. It's not about building a brand, it's about being consistent. Always being there, consistent. Before you know, you build a brand over time. So just take note of that. So if you have questions, guys, please ask your questions. If you have questions, I'll soon be going live. I have to go and rest. I came back not too long ago from the bank and started in chat because I promised that I was going to go on live today. I had to make it here. So if you have questions, please throw questions at me and I'll answer them in the next 5 minutes. If you have questions, drop your card them. If I don't see any question coming, I'm just ending live, so I will call it a day so I can go and rest. If you have questions, please ask your questions and I will answer you. Nanabo Aibatonye, welcome. Okay, so since no questions are forthcoming, let me use this opportunity to remind you, if you've not gotten sell out, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. To show you the sell out course, the course I've been talking to sell out, to show you how to build a brand, how to know this payment on delivery, how to skip this payment on delivery. Payment on delivery is like a disease that is now cutting short profit. So you want to make sure. Yeah, I offer a one-on-one training. We'll talk about that. If you are interested in one-on-one training, just hit me up in my inbox to discuss. So I sell out program talks about sales in particular. If you want to know how to write sales letter, today example, Aye Batonde was telling about how one of my sales letters helped advise learn how to write sales letters, and I put out in the seller course to teach you to convince your customer. I'm sure most of you have seen that when I write a sales letter on my group advertising one of my products, you see paid. It's not magic. There are some steps I took. Writing a sales letter is like cooking soup. Writing a sales letter is like cooking soup. There are some ingredients. You have to add some ingredients to it that will make the soup sweet. So is writing a sales letter. You want to be able to convince your audience that what you are selling is way much more valuable than their money, and that is what the sellout course will teach you. All of you that are struggling with writing a sales letter, you have health products that you are selling and nobody's buying, this course will help you write a sales letter. If you can write a powerful sales letter, it will pay you for life. For 2 years, that was 2018, 2019, one sales letter we got 2,500 orders from one sales letter. 2,500 orders. Now those those orders, these products were not cheap. I don't know if you guys are still here. Those products were selling for 50,000, 80,000, and people were filling forms to place orders for it because the sales letter was very powerful. For 2 years, if you can strike gold with one sales letter, if you can get one powerful sales letter, you just need one powerful sales letter for your product, and it can last you for 2 years. All you need to do is keep driving traffic to that powerful sales letter, and you are making your killing. One powerful sales letter. If you think I'm lying, ask my friend Obot, ask Moses about sales letters that I've written, and you see the results that they've gotten. Most of them are built, made a whole lot of millions from just driving traffic to a sales letter that I wrote for them, and they made a killing. So that's all about sales letter, and the sellout course will teach you how to write profitable and persuasive sales letters that will make customers beg you to take their money. It's not hype. It will show you how to run health products on Facebook in a way that Facebook will not ban it. It will show you how to gain the trust of people. Trust is very, very important. If people can know you, like you, and trust you, paying you money for your product will be the easiest thing in the world, and that is what the sellout course will teach you. It's just 5,000 naira. I don't know why a business person that is active in e-commerce will not buy a course of 5,000 naira. Just a week ago, I spent $200 on buying a course on ClickBank because that is what I want to go into. I wanted to start building my business, a ClickBank business, promoting affiliate offers, and I spent $200 on it because I wanted that knowledge. That's how businessmen think. You invest money in knowledge. Money spent on knowledge is not an expenditure, it's an investment. So mostly cheap. They are not expensive. 5,000 naira can just get knowledge of writing sales letters. When you have knowledge of writing sales letters, you will not need to be paying somebody to write a sales letter for you. And even if you pay someone, you know when that person is writing rubbish. So I would advise you, if you are into e-commerce, especially if you are selling health products and you don't have the sellout course that I'm talking about in the group, hit me up in my inbox and payment and get the course for yourself and study. And I promise you that you will not regret it. If you have issues, you can always come to me and I'll answer your questions. I prioritize people who have bought my course. Yes, because I give a whole lot of free content on the group. So if someone is coming to my inbox to ask questions, especially questions that will solve their problems, I expect you to have at least supported the ministry by buying a course. If you bought a course, I can prioritize your questions and give you answers to it. But if you are the type of person that you've not bought a course, you've not supported the ministry or anything, and you just come to my inbox asking me to give you free information, I will not answer you. And I'm very honest with it. It's not fun. That's just it. So invest in the course, the seller program. I think my account number is on the group here, but I'll share it after this. So in case you are interested, you can just hit me up and course yourself. So as of now, I can't find any hot products. I can't find any questions forthcoming. Frank Egon said I should summarize my 5 lessons again. Number 1, my lessons for 2020. Number 1, multiple sources of income is important. Only put all your eggs in one basket. Have multiple sources of income in 2021. That's in 2020. Number 2, learn to think things through before investing. Don't just invest anyhow. Don't just invest into a business because people say it's working. Make sure you think things through from the beginning. Think before you invest hefty money into a particular line of business, or you make silly mistakes that could be added and you just end up tying your money down or even losing your own money. Number 3, keep high quality relationship. Invest in people, invest in relationships. I was talking about my friends, my circle. We are all high achievers in my circle. We don't talk small shit. We talk about how to grow and scale. That's the type of relationship I keep with people. Business relationships. And it's worked for me. That's helped me grow. That's number 3. Then number 4, get multiple traffic sources. Don't depend on Facebook. Don't just depend on Facebook for your traffic. Learn YouTube ads. Learn Google AdWords. Learn Twitter ads. Learn influencer marketing on Instagram. Learn Instagram ads. Learn native ads. This information could be gotten for almost free. If you go on YouTube, you will see course, you see videos that are almost 1 hour long teaching you for free how to run ads on YouTube, how to run ads on Google, how to run ads on Instagram, how to run ads on Twitter. Just take your time to sit down and watch it. That's just the thing. Many of us are lazy to sit down and implement. We don't sit down and watch. Just take 30 minutes of your time watching a video from beginning to ending, and I promise you that you end up enlightened. Just imagine if I was lazy about learning Google ads, maybe I would still be struggling with Facebook ads about my products. But today I've sold out my products. So invest in learning. Go to YouTube. Don't just use your data to just be scrolling through Instagram, be laughing at comedy and jokes. Go online and learn stuff that will help your business, and you will not regret it. So that's number 4. Number 5, work more on building a brand. Build a brand for your business. Look for one thing that you know you want to do for in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, that someone will come back and see you in that brand. If you invest in a brand, it will pay you. I know how much I've made from my building my brand, my info marketing brand, and it has helped me a whole lot. It has helped me financially, it has helped me connection wise. I've had the opportunity to meet people who I would have never met ordinarily. So build a brand, it will help you. Long-term thing, billionaires are brand owners. Any billionaire you see always has a brand. They have a brand. Dangote has a brand. Build a brand for yourself and you will not regret it. So are there any questions? Don't forget to get the sellout course if you've not gotten it for yourself. 2021, stop complaining about no sales. With the sellout program, sales will be the easiest thing to show you how to convince the customer that your product is more valuable than their money. If you can do that, it will show you how to create offers that people are rushing. Offers, very, very important. To show you how to write powerful headlines that grab attention. If you are selling products online, headlines that it will show you how to write captivating stories that when people listen to, they become emotional. Stories that when people read about, it just takes them, it just glues them. That's what the seller course will teach you. If you are interested in it, it's 5,000 naira. Just hit me up and get a course for yourself. So I think I've done justice to this live webinar, and I've answered all the questions that were thrown at me. So if you still have questions, just leave them in the comment section and I will answer them. So thank you, and thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. I have to go and rest. Thank you. Gracias. Bye bye.